remember what the points were. So
we're live, by the way. I didn't want to interrupt you talking, but
well, that's good to know.
Well, we were late. Oh no, we're not late. We're not late. We're good.
6 on the
Hello,
dot.
everybody. I don't know how many people are watching. It's saying 0 right now, but yet we have comments, or we have a comment. Okay, now we have 2. Welcome to Live Sprints, y'all. I'm here with my bestie Micah. We are reunited.
It's Jamie.
Jamie is here.
Hello.
He's reading Bible. What are you reading in your Bible right now? We want to know. And Forget Me Not by B.R. Goodwin. I read... Guys! Huskies! Shh! Quiet. I read one thing by her over the holidays, and it was pretty good.
B.R. Goodwin. Interesting.
Husky pet.
There she is. Hello, K-Tree.
K-Tree. I'm tempted to mute myself, Micah, and just let you say hi.
Welcome, Jamie. Welcome, Danielle. Starting Wind in the Willows. Yes, Katie and I are probably going to buddy read that. I might start it tonight as well. Hey, Christina. Welcome. Cheryl, hello. Thanks for being here. Romans. Almost done with Romans, I think you said, right? Yeah, finishing Romans. Okay. Hey, Kelly. Thanks for coming. 3-day trip. Business trip or... And where's the destination?
Sorry, y'all. I had to mute my mic because the Huskies were like going nuts. I couldn't even hear myself think. Thank you for dealing with that for me, Micah Bear. Appreciate it. K-Tree doesn't know what she's going to read tonight. Join the club. Either do Micah and I. We have several options.
Did you finish it already, K-Tree? You were reading Lord of the Rings, weren't you? Or was that like a long time ago now? I don't remember. Was that like ancient times ago sprints?
Yeah, when you were on your hiatus, I think. Or sabbatical.
The Other Sister.
What is that, Jamie?
I don't know what
I've never heard of it. Sister's graduation to become a chaplain in the Air Force.
Wow.
Ooh, that's impressive.
Cool.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Beneath the Swirling Sky. I don't know that one either, Cheryl.
No, me neither. Yeah. Okay. I'm way behind the times here.
That's okay. We're just happy you're back.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. So, do you want to tell them what your options are for reading tonight? Are you mostly going to be reading, or are you going to do any writing?
I'll start with reading, and I don't know if I'll do any writing. We'll see. But I am reading Fable Haven, buddy reading it with Lucy. Book 1. Yeah. I am on chapter 6. And I haven't started it yet, but my sister Katie and I are going to buddy read The Wind in the Willows. And I am still in the middle of A Tale of Two Cities. So I don't know if it's the kind of book I'd be able to read during sprints because it takes a lot of concentration. So we'll see.
I have several options as well. I am a chapter behind Micah on Fablehaven. I'm on chapter 5. So I'll try to read 5 and 6. I might do that first. And then I'm also buddy reading Wing Feather, the one with Steve, my hubby. We are just starting it.
I was going to ask if you were buddy reading it. That's cool.
Yeah, Steve and I are. We just started. Nice. I haven't started yet. He's started, but your girl is very, very slumpy. And I'm blaming Micah and Christy. Their books have destroyed me. And nothing I read is captivating me the way that they did. So still putzing through Anne of Avonlea. I was supposed to finish this in February. And then Love Does, which is a nonfiction Christian by Bob Goff. I probably won't read this during sprints because of
hard the same to read nonfiction during sprints as well.
It's so hard. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. And then I'm also finishing up Hunted by Megan Spooner. I'm buddy reading that with Christy A. Cole. And she's significantly ahead of me. So I really need to get my act together, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with me, but
I actually need to pick a new nonfiction to start because I just finished my other one. I was reading the How the Irish Saved Civilization, a history book.
Was it good?
It was good. I feel like it was a very shallow overview. I feel like it didn't go into too much depth into what it could have.
Okay.
But it had some interesting stuff. Just basically how right after the fall of Rome, where we had all this literature from the classical era that was being destroyed by the influx of barbarians that had taken out Rome. And it was kind of the Irish monks that saved and preserved and copied a lot of the literature that we now have today still, because otherwise it would have been lost and destroyed and whatnot. And so that was one thing that they did. And they were also kind of a centerpiece for the gospel during the Dark Ages. St. Patrick, obviously, coming up on St. Patrick's Day, he brought the gospel to Ireland. And then from there, they kind of brought the gospel back into Europe after the time of the Dark Ages and whatnot. The monks would travel out and they'd build abbeys and whatnot and spread the gospel to different kingdoms. And then the Vikings came and burned down all of their monasteries and were a scourge on history and civilization.
Cool. There's your history lesson for the night, y'all. Brought to you by Micah.
Yes.
It sounds interesting, though.
Yeah, I definitely like the topic, but again, I feel like it would have been better if it had a little more to it. It was all right.
What did you rate it? Or did you?
3 stars.
3? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I hope Josh will get on.
Josh got up early from late shift, so he will be hopping on once the girls are settled. Awesome. How are you feeling, Katrie? You knew she's pregnant, Micah? Yeah. Did I tell you that? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to know how you're feeling, girl. Yay, Fablehaven.
So yeah. Cheryl has read Fablehaven, I assume?
Yeah, she loves them. She loves it. Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben. Long time no see. Welcome in.
Welcome.
You're not the only dude in sprints tonight, Micah. The Christian Fiction Suspense by Jessica R. Patch. I'm reading an arc from NetGalley. I've never even heard of that author. If I'm being honest, Jamie. Welcome in, by the way, Jamie Gordy. It's good to see you. Yay. I'm excited.
I want to try Wing Feather at some point. I've heard it's pretty good.
Edit. Oh yeah, I have to. Y'all, my March TBR. I'm on the precipice of not even posting it because I feel like it's so late, but Cece is like trying to encourage me to post it anyway. So I don't know. It's pretty much done editing. Is it worth it, me posting it? Like, what do y'all think? Because I'm not sure.
Yes.
Are you saying yes to posting it?
Yes.
Micah? Okay.
If you got it edited and ready to go, definitely.
Hi, Aiden. Oh, you're reading Wistress.
He is.
I think you told me that.
Yep. I'm not sure how far he is.
We're going to just not talk about it. Baby's been working on the Count of Monte Cristo, working on several middle grade books. So, in other words, I'm ADHD with reading tonight. LOL.
So Jamie's going to join our club of a million books to pick from.
Yes.
Cool.
How dare your friends set the bar so high for your literary intake? I know. It's the worst. It's the worst. Well, should we go into a sprint? I'm caught up on comments, so.
We are caught up on comments?
We are. Oh, wait, no, we're not.
I see a bunch more here.
What?
I mean, we can ignore all of these people.
No, we can ignore, but.
That would be so mean.
What's wrong with you? K2 says, I have 2 notifications or 2 nonfictions. I cannot read without my glasses. You guys, I'm so old. I could pick up an anthology, a fantasy, or a romance. We'll see what wins or if I switch every sprint. Since when are you reading fantasy, K-Tree? You are like less of a fantasy girly than me. Like,
well, if she got through Lord of the Rings, that's impressive for
and what is the fantasy book? I'm curious. Several nonfiction right now, but I probably won't pick them up tonight.
Okay.
A book in the mail that I won from the Laura Haven podcast called The God of Story. It's about discovering the narrative of scripture through the language of storytelling.
Ooh,
that sounds very intriguing.
That sounds really cool.
Actually. Literally.
The God of Story. I may have to look that up.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I never remember to keep like a notepad by me to like make notes of the titles that intrigue me. Yeah, we need to sprint because Bella's pacing and that's her tell that she has to potty. So I'm gonna star this and we will so I know where to go when we come back. But let's go ahead and go into a sprint. And Micah and I established 45-minute sprints. So yeah, hopefully they're productive. And we are going to recycle the dragon ambiance because it's awesome. If I remember correctly, it is not ad-free completely, but it's worth it because we get to see cute kitty dragons. So, all right, let's sprint until we'll just go till the top of the hour, y'all.
Yep, that works.
It's the easiest math for me right now. And here we go. God bless reading. I'll see you at the top of the hour.
Pro Plan Sport. Strength and stamina out here. Start in here.
We were actually neighbors growing up. I had 100 chances to say hi to him, but we met on Hinge.
New Got to Be Curled line is out. Moisturize, define, and control frizz with a lightweight.
Becky's. That was 45 minutes.
That was a good amount of time.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I read chapter 6 in Fablehaven. So
They're long chapters, dude.
they are, yes.
They were long. I got chapter 5 done, and I also read a chapter in Hunted.
Okay.
So I feel like those are good.
Yeah.
It was a good sprint.
Definitely.
And you were making us all drool with your dinner.
My dinner aesthetic, yes.
Is that Katie's taco bake?
Yep.
I'm so
It's got
jealous.
layers of tortillas, and then it's got like a bean and hamburger taco whatever
Seasoning.
whatever the word is. Well, it's like
Taco seasoning.
not gravy. I keep wanting to say gravy, but
Enchilada sauce.
yeah. And then it's got cheese, layers of that, and then I douse it in hot sauce and
Of course. Duh.
sour cream. It's amazing.
Duh. Katie, I want some.
It is so good.
I'm just dipping tortilla chips in chili from Panera right now.
I've never had their chili. Is it spicy or
Spicy.
no? Is
And
it?
I love it. It's so good.
Sounds good.
There aren't any beans in it though. That's the only downfall. Is there aren't any beans in the chili. So
Really? That's surprising.
I love beans and chili. How did everyone else do in the comments?
Still talking about the God of Story.
Yeah,
Did she say the author?
she sent me a picture on Instagram,
Okay.
and I told her to send it to you too. But I can always just send it to you. But it looks like it's by. Oh, the author's name is cut off, Jamie.
No.
In the picture you sent me, the author's name is cut off. It looks so good.
I probably don't need to write it down if you'll send it to me. Interesting. I would love to find a nonfiction book on. I'm sure there's probably more than one out there of translating like the Old Testament in terms of the New Testament. You know, like looking into the purposes of specific laws given and how Jesus is the fulfillment, or you know, like how they still affect us today and whatnot.
Oh,
Because I've been going through the Old Testament, and every time I do, it's always like, you know, a reminder of how difficult the law can be, how exact, but then, you know, how Jesus fulfilled
why
it.
we
And
need
kind of,
Jesus.
but it'd be cool if I could find a book on like highlighting like the specific, because some of them are so like unique and specific, like why is that part of the law? But I know it's all given for a reason. So it'd be cool to find some kind of in-depth study on the reasonings behind some of them.
You're sleepy, Jamie? That's odd because you're a night owl woman. Adrian's hanging in there. It's been getting better. The time change. Having a really busy week last week has left me drained. Yeah. Can't imagine the toll that time change took on you being pregnant.
Do you know what month she's looking at? Did she say?
What month are you due, Katri? Is that what you're meaning?
Yeah.
What you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
When are you due, Katri girl? Secret Garden. That's a classic I still haven't read.
I would like to check that one out too. I believe I saw a movie on it years ago, but
Buddy
I don't
read.
know anything about it.
Buddy read.
Garden that was secret. I mean, I still remember that part.
Garden Girls. I have no idea what that is, but at first I thought it said Golden Girls. I was like, I didn't know that Golden Girls was a book. And I didn't know it was Christian fiction. I was so confused for a minute. I never put my glasses back on. Secret Garden and Moon Garden.
Moon
All right.
Garden. Is
What's
that like
Moon
a
Garden?
sequel or completely unrelated? I have no idea.
I have no idea either. I feel so uncultured right now.
Yay.
Yay.
We need to see more of Joshua.
Yeah, more Josh in the videos. He brings the comic relief. Reese is here. Hi,
Hello.
Reese.
Hello, hello.
It's getting late for you, girl. Aren't you usually in bed by like 8? Jeez. Everyone's saying hi to Reese. Love that. Jamie finished Romans. He's back in Leviticus.
Leviticus. I just finished Leviticus last month, February.
That's
like, going through those kind of books, I just would love a resource of like a deep dive into them.
Mhm.
Or maybe just like, I guess I could invest in a good commentary or something, but it'd be nice to have just one book dedicated to looking at the law in light of the New Testament.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And like seeing how it predicts Jesus.
Yep. Because I listened to a teacher who's local here. He has an app, and I love his teachings. And I think he mentioned a book once, but he's got so many teachings I couldn't go back and find it again. But I think he did mention there is a book out there like that. And he was saying that every aspect of the law, down to even the weirdest detail, is somehow foreshadowing something that Jesus would fulfill.
I believe it.
Yeah. It just sounds really interesting.
That sounds cool. Cheryl had dinner with the family, then read about 2 pages. Cheryl, what are you reading again? Did you tell us?
Yeah,
You
it
probably
was
did.
we didn't recognize.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I'm uncultured.
More importantly, what did you have for dinner?
Yes. Please tell the foodies. What did you eat for dinner?
What was it?
Well, the foodies minus Steve, because I don't think Steve's in the comments, but Cece and Katie are both here.
He's still at work, right?
Yeah, he works till 10.
Bummer.
Yeah, but we have tomorrow off together, so that'll be good.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yay! Reese, I meant to tell you, I really liked your video where you shared your bookmark collection. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You should she should do a video showing us how she makes her bookmarks. Because that one with the string and the sword at the end of it, she made that.
I haven't used this one yet. I just got it recently, but it's kind of that same style where it's actually a ribbon bookmark.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm interested to see if it'll just be irritating or if it'll be nicer. But you never know. Might get in the way.
She actually sent me and Celestia and Christy a cool one of those bookmarks that she made.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. I'll have to grab it during the
Have you used it yet?
What?
You haven't used it yet in any books?
I haven't. It's in my cup with my other bookmarks.
Okay.
I'm so scared I'm going to lose it. I don't want to lose it.
It's like the same thing as like, a Bible ribbon in theory. So it's just.
I know, but it's not attached to the book. So I'm scared that I'm going to lose it. Like, that's my biggest fear. I don't want to lose it because I always lose my bookmarks. Katrie had dinner, did not read that sprint. What did you have for dinner, Katrie?
Yes.
Everyone should tell us what you're eating for dinner because
we kind of
equally as important as what you're eating. Katie, I already know what you made. You don't need to tell me because this is just going to make me jealous again. Yay, Paige! Yes. Is it your first time?
Yeah. Is this a reread or what?
Yeah, because I approve. Paige is in the house, by the way.
Yeah, welcome in. Yep, Steve and I are slowly buddy reading the entire Narnia series together. So the next one up will be Prince Caspian. It's been really good.
Steve, my husband, for anyone that's curious, because he has a brother named Stephen as well.
Yes, I will definitely talk about that book on my channel if I find it.
Yeah.
The search will go on relentlessly.
Wizard of Oz! Yay! Movie's better than the book, in my opinion. Movie is so much better than the book. That's my opinion. It's my favorite movie of all time.
I know I don't know if I've ever seen it all the way through. I remember seeing parts of it as a kid.
My God, my heart is breaking.
I think I was always told it was too scary for me as a kid, and then got older and just never was
Yeah, if
interested.
you weren't allowed to watch Harry Potter, I can see why you wouldn't be allowed to watch The Wizard of Oz.
I was a kid before Harry Potter, I believe. When did Harry Potter come out?
That's a Cheryl question.
Okay, wait. I
Did
missed
you
it.
read that one from Cheryl?
Yes. Okay. Yep. That same book. I will definitely bring it up when I find it.
Ben says these will probably be productivity sprints for him. He spent that entire sprint lesson planning.
Oh, good.
He is also an English high school teacher.
High school level. That's awesome.
So him and Jamie Gordy have kind of bonded over that. But he's down in Florida, and Jamie's in Louisiana. So
nice. My older brother was just down in Florida 2 weeks ago for his honeymoon.
Ben, what part of Florida are you in? I don't know if I ever asked you that. Are you comfortable sharing?
So he went all the way down to Key Largo.
Nice.
So he pretty much was through the whole thing. They drove back, so he would have pretty much driven up through the whole length of it.
Oh, so you got a ways to go, girl.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's been such a rough start for you, honey. Yuck. That's fair. Why did you only work one day again last week again, Jamie? I think you told me, but I don't
know if
I remember.
That is.
Was it because of snow? That. I feel like you told me it was because of snow, which is hilarious. I didn't think Louisiana got snow. That's so funny.
Come January, every time the holidays are done and I've had such a broken up schedule, I feel that every year. Like, oh, back to normal work schedule. It's grueling. Deuteronomy. That's the one I'm in right now. I'm almost done with it. And it's just basically, again, a continuation of... I feel like Numbers through Deuteronomy does have a lot of repetition. That's one of the reasons it's kind of hard to get through.
Exodus kicks my butt too, but...
Yeah.
But there's more story in that, at least.
Yes.
It's less law and more story.
That has, like the whole 10 plagues story and leaving
the burning bush.
Yep.
And Moses.
But I think Numbers might be the driest.
That would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Hello, Katie. Welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you. Welcome. Are you reading tonight? If so, what are you reading?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he started officially classes, right? K-Tree? It's officially back in school.
Is he doing like a seminary or something, or what was it?
I think he was like pre-seminary.
Okay.
I think he's pre-seminary because I don't think he's finished his bachelor's. And I think you need a bachelor's, and seminary is kind of like a doctorate or a master's. So you do your 4-year first, and then I think he's finishing his 4-year.
Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me.
Okay. I wonder where ordination comes in. So that seems to come like late.
I think that's after you finish your seminary and you've done like
a certain amount of
like preaching. I think you have to do a certain amount of preaching.
Because our pastor, the end of this month, he's getting his ordination. So they're going to do.
I know, that's so exciting.
Yeah. I guess I didn't realize we hadn't gotten it yet, but yeah.
That's so exciting.
Moon Garden is a retelling of something.
The Secret Garden, it looks like.
Oh. Okay.
Everyone's saying hi to Katie. I've rubbed off on you, Reese. Keeping you up late. Oh no. That is not good.
Don't let it happen.
Katie and Katie are saying hi. Secret Garden and Moon Garden were the middle grade March group reads. Moon Garden is a sci-fi retelling.
Sci-fi.
of Secret Garden.
Interesting.
Interesting. Ben says, to be honest, I had a harder time with both First and Second Chronicles
Then with
combined with all of Leviticus. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't made it through cover to cover any of the, like,
Okay.
books in the, is it called the Torah? Is that those
The
five?
Torah is a part of the Old Testament. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Torah is specifically the law portion of it.
Yeah.
Like the books of the law.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Those, and then there are a lot of prophets I haven't read cover to cover, and a lot of the later ones, like some of the ones towards the end of the Old Testament.
Okay, like the minor prophets, like the smaller ones? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently Steve and I are deep diving into Titus. And it's
Cool.
really good.
Titus
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Feels weird to say, oh yeah, that's a really good one when it's the Bible. Wonder if we ever
because they're all good, right?
they're supposed to be all good, but
Supposed to be.
like we're saying though, some of it is hard to get through.
Did Steve say you guys were going to go through Ecclesiastes together?
Oh yes, we did want to do that. Yeah, we could probably do that before too long because I don't think my reading plan for the year is going to get to Ecclesiastes for several months. So, but I could read it ahead of time. So I'll have to talk to him on that. Thanks for reminding me.
Plan. So organized. Your goals, Micah. Your goals.
Yeah, I got to keep my goals minimum because probably more than 5, and I will lose track.
Ben says it's hard for me to concentrate when half the book is a list of names I can't pronounce.
Fair.
That's fair,
Yeah.
buddy. That's fair.
Yeah. Add that on to chapters of numbering the tribes of Israel and how many are in each tribe and which family member is their head. And that one was, was the hardest. That was numbers.
Guys, just to kind of like keep up, I'm going to skip where everyone's saying hi to each other. Don't be offended. Hush. Anyone doing anything for Lent?
Is Lent started? When
Lent
is that?
has
That's coming. That's leading up to Easter.
Yeah, and
I hadn't thought of it.
traditionally you give something up for Lent.
Right. I hadn't thought of it.
Me either. I should have waited and done my sugar fast for Lent. Oh, that sounds amazing.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know how it would be with turkey, though. I'm so used to beef stroganoff. I feel like, I don't know. I'd have to try it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure it sounds good to me.
Sounds healthier. Enchiladas. Yum.
Yeah. That's pretty similar to what I had, so.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. Reading Beneath the Swirling Sky, it's middle grade where the kids can travel into paintings.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Does sound cool. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. What is bulgogi?
Something with rice.
Tell me, foodie friend. What is bulgogi?
Let me see.
Is it a Louisiana thing? I can tell you that jambalaya, like authentic New Orleans jambalaya, is incredible.
Okay. It is a Korean dish of marinated and grilled beef.
Ooh.
Translates to fire meat.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
And see if... Yeah, that probably wouldn't work to get a picture on here. It's got it's like a pile of marinated meat.
Oh, that looks delicious.
It's not coming into focus, but yeah.
I thought okay.
Okay.
Reese says, I'll make you another one if you lose it, Lucy. I know, but I don't want to lose it, is what I'm saying, girl. I have plenty of things I can use as bookmarks besides that without risk losing it. That and the one Cece gave me. I'm really nervous
So you
about
have
losing both.
more of a chance of losing it if you use it or if you don't use it.
If it sits in the cup with my other bookmarks,
Then
I'll
it's
know
safe.
where it is. Yes.
But
not
then
squash,
it's
broccoli.
not serving its purpose.
Just drop it. Okay, I'll use it. Do you want me to use it, Reese? If you want me to use it, I'll use it. Not because Micah's telling me to. Only if you want me to, Reese. Just kidding. Love you.
You just
Prince
can't.
Caspian is my favorite of the books, Reese says.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The
I remember
Magician's
liking it, so we'll see this time.
Nephew. I loved The Magician's Nephew.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are you liking it, Paige? Did you read The Magician's Nephew first? I need to know. Your thoughts, girl. I need to know.
Yes, tell us.
And when you're finished with Wardrobe, you should let me know, Paige, and we can buddy read the third book. Because that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Horse and His Boy.
Oh, I think Jamie's talking about The Wizard of Oz.
I meant what? The third book.
Oh, yeah.
It depends on who you talk to. Some people say Prince Caspian's the third one because it was written that way.
Yeah. But the spine on our...
Yeah,
That's
mine too. But I think the older ones are different. Like this Caspian has the 2 on it, I think, actually. Yeah, it was those monkey creatures that everyone told me was terrifying. I don't really remember because I don't know if I watched that part, but apparently...
Moving monkeys.
Yeah, apparently people thought, my parents and whoever else thought it would have been too scary for me. And they probably would have been right. Yeah, Horse and His Boy was a good one. I just finished that one with Steve.
So far, my favorite is The Magician's Nephew.
It's cool.
Is that for Harry Potter, Jamie?
Oh, that's right. So if it came out in 2001, I would have been entering my teens, I believe.
Yes. The first time I watched it was on TV, and my mom had to turn it off when The Wicked Witch came on because I started crying. I was 8, and I think we were finally able to make it all the way through when I was 10, maybe. Because that was Dorothy for Halloween, many a Halloweens. So it had to have been fairly early on in life that I was able to watch it. Jamie Gordy, I am offended. Okay.
Okay.
I knew you would know, Cheryl.
So the books were coming out when I was a kid, but I never even heard of them until the movies, I don't think.
I knew Cheryl would know.
That was a pretty exact date there. 1998, was it? But she didn't say what month, so she's not quite the diehard fan that she could be.
I was a freshman in college when that came out. 1998. I graduated high school in 97.
Okay. Oh, yes. I remember the same thing.
Ben.
Yes.
Poor thing.
Yeah, I do remember Pinocchio being quite scary. Oh, yeah. It was a nice time to be in Florida, I guess. As we were suffering freezing rains up here, little snow.
Never going to catch up on comments, y'all. We have 13 friends watching right now, Micah.
Cool. Not too shabby.
My mom always said to wait till the first trimester is over because that's your highest risk for miscarrying.
Okay. Bachelor's. Okay, cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Tri-County. Okay, cool.
Cool, Ben.
Yeah.
2 days for Mardi Gras, 1 day as a reward day for being an A school, and then Friday because our girls' basketball team won the state championship. Nice.
Cool.
Awesome. Love that. Reese has developed my habits of staying up late because of sprints. Yes.
It is one slippery slope.
Yeah, you guys are like. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. Squirrel brain. Ruh-roh. This past year was my first year reading all of the minor prophets. Let me tell you, with all the insanity you hear about in the news, Israel's neighbors of that era showed me it could always be 10 times worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the fall of Jerusalem time frame was pretty dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, it's yeah.
It's a hard one content-wise.
Yeah, and then just getting through all of the windbag commentary of his three friends. They loved to talk.
Nice.
That's cool.
Job's friends do go on and on and on.
Yep.
And on and on and on. And on and on and on and on. Okay, Ben, we get it. Thanks, buddy.
And it's like they're saying the same things over and over and over again.
Lent started last week.
Oh,
okay. You. Well, I'm too late then. I can't give up sugar. Korean beef.
Yep. Sounds amazing.
I love bulgogi. My grandma, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. That just sounds so funny, the word bulgogi. My grandma made it all the time when I was young. Now I'm curious. Hi, everyone. Hi, beloved. Welcome in.
Yes. Welcome.
Aldrich Book Hall. That'd be cool.
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
I'd watch that. Kimchi-based foods. Never had kimchi. Have you, Micah?
No.
No?
Not that I know of, because I've never heard of it until now.
Oh, that's Korean food too.
Okay. Well, if it's anything like those pictures, I'm sure I'd love it. It looked amazing. Ooh.
That's Korean? Ben, you know Korean? I'm impressed.
Or Google Translate, one of the two.
Wait, what?
The third entry. What did we miss with the third entry?
Ben, what are you talking about, Willis?
Speaking of Revenge of the Sith, this April, I think, is the 20-year anniversary, and it's hitting theaters again for at least a day. In case there's any Star Wars fans out there that did not know and would be devastated to miss it.
No, Steve would be.
It's going to hit I want to say April 24th, somewhere around that date.
You should text that to Steve.
It's a good idea. Okay.
Ben, what did we miss with the third entry?
The third entry. I have to look back at the comments.
Is that a little joke about the third Narnia book?
Oh, maybe. Could be.
So far, she's liking it. Only on chapter 4 of Wardrobe. Okay.
Cool.
Which order do we say the story in? Oh, okay. So it's just comparing Star Wars to Narnia.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
good. The prequels, as they're called.
That went
after
way over my head, Ben. That went way over my head, buddy. Oh, Ben, we need to get you on sprints. You're hilarious.
Yes.
Jamie, the Kansas Reese. You're making Jamie laugh too. The Wizard of Oz was a boy in 4th grade dressed as Dorothy, and his little brother dressed as Tom.
Poor kid.
Oh my goodness. The date of Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah.
1998.
Okay. She is the consummate fan.
The year before in England.
It's pretty good.
I thought Harry Potter was stupid, but then I saw the first movie when it came out, and well, look at me now. Yeah, you. Here's another comment. You're trying to keep me from getting caught up. We need to sprint because these are supposed to be productivity sprints. I have so much to read. Never Ending Story. Oh, I love that movie.
Sounds familiar.
Have you watched it, Micah?
No, I don't think so.
Ben, you're a stinker. Okay, well, we're gonna sprint, Micah. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
It's 7:33. Should we just go to a quarter after?
Yeah.
Okay with that?
That sounds good.
Okay. Not quite 45, but close enough.
Sounds good.
Okay. Ben, I'm shushing you up for now. Is ambiance okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Kitty dragons. God bless reading, everyone. 5 minutes.
Got the need for speed? No problem. At Tasty Trade, you can.
Cheesy, crunchy, veggie? Simple Mills.
At Dog Chow, we believe helping dogs live their best life. Purina Dog Chow. Keep life simple.
Eczema isn't always obvious.
Eczema isn't always red.
All right, besties. It was 45 minutes. How'd it go? You're still muted, Micah.
I read the first chapter in Wind in the Willows.
How was it?
Yep. I'm enjoying it. I could see how some people would consider it like boring, but I just love the writing style so far. And yeah, I think it's I don't know when it was written, but it just has that a lot of classics kind of have a wittiness to the writing style, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like just little side comments
Yep.
that has that, and I really like that. So I'm enjoying it so far. One chapter in.
Nice. It was a very productive sprint for me. I caught up to you in Fable Haven.
Great.
I read the intro and the first chapter of Wing Feather, and I am 50 pages away from being caught up to Christie.
Wow. That was really productive then. Great.
Very productive.
Cool. Excellent.
How'd everyone else do? I got myself a bowl of s'mores cereal. So I'm very excited about that.
I'm going to have to go digging up some kind of dessert at some point. See what we got. Oh, yeah. About when you let people know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. I didn't ever think of it that way. I know. It's such a good movie. Now I'm wanting to watch it.
So it's a sad movie, huh? Or a scary movie, one of the two?
It's kind of fantastical.
Okay.
I don't want to say any more than that.
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
honestly probably not even that great of a movie because it was like back during my childhood. So it's probably more nostalgic for me than anything else.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very nostalgic.
Interesting.
But like as far as cinematography and like the quality of the CGI and everything, it's probably honestly not that great. Job, the original frenemies.
Yep. Pretty much. Yeah, it's good.
A very positive way to look at it.
I like that. Yep.
Okay, Ben's asking Paige, do you mean the terrifying wolf thing or the death in the swamp? To be honest, the whole vibe of that movie was pretty dark. Yeah, the never-ending story is quite dark. Death in the swamp.
Death in the Swamp sounds
20 years old? He says I'm
Yeah.
old. You are not old, Dave. I guarantee you were not old. compared to me.
And that was the third one. I still remember when the Phantom Menace came out. So that's got to have been, I don't know how many more years before that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've been seeing it online that it's going to happen, so I don't know how many theaters are going to carry it, but something to watch for. The Swamp.
It's been so long since I've seen the movie, so I don't really know what he's talking about. What they're talking about, the swamp.
Oh, okay.
Thingy. My grandmother was born and raised in the province of. Might have been an attempt at that.
Oh, because you asked him if he knew the language.
Korean.
Korean. Yeah.
That's so interesting to me because my nationality is Korean. So I find that very fascinating, Ben.
That's really cool.
No more comments at all. We need to. Okay. Ben, you are a stinker. Ooh, Culver's sounds amazing.
Culver's. Oh, can't beat their custard. So good.
So good. St. Patrick's Day, Belize with the music. Did y'all see the cute little kitty dragons flying around? There's this beautiful red one that literally comes right up to the camera and swings by.
So you're saying it was an ambiance of Ilion? Kitty
this
dragons?
one is? I don't know.
Because you keep calling them the kitty dragons.
Oh, I forgot about the kitty dragons in Ilion. Honestly, aside from
where the reference is from?
I don't know. Aside from the trauma and the
because I originally called them the cute kitty dragons, and that's the only time I've ever heard that term before. So
that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe
Oh,
subconsciously.
you got a Culver's in Wichita. I thought they were just in the Midwest up here. Well, you're lucky.
I love Culver's.
It's good.
They have really good Reubens.
Mm-hmm.
Main character is giving me whiplash. I love that. Aiden read a chapter on Wish Dress, nearly halfway through the book now, working on writing next. Amazing, Aiden.
I have not heard his thoughts yet on what he's thinking of the book.
I mean, unpopular opinion, he's going to love it.
Yeah. Aiden tends to be more picky, at least than I am, with rating books and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he rates it like a 3 or something. Okay.
Aiden will be best if you don't like it. Mm-hmm.
We're at the same spot then, Katie.
Cece, I did not think you were still here. I thought you were like long gone because you got really quiet. I was like, where the heck did she go? I literally thought that maybe you and your mom started watching a movie again because you always leave me for your mom.
Video editing can suck up a lot of time. But
and attention too. It really can. You're getting in the groove of it.
Whenever I start sitting down to edit, it'll be 2 hours later, and I won't know where the time went.
I feel like I didn't make any progress. I got 2 minutes cut per minute in 2 hours. 3 short stories and a romance. Nice.
Great.
Almost fell asleep. Reese, I appreciate your efforts and the sentiment of wanting to be here. That means a lot to me. But you should sleep, honey. Your sleep is very important. I don't want you getting sick. You get sick a lot, so you should sleep. Good night, Paige.
Good night. Thanks for coming in.
Fish in a Tree. That's a middle grade I really want to read.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it looks heart-wrenching, but adorable.
Heart-wrenching.
Score for a Neverending Story is top notch, though. It's on my writing playlist. It is really good music. Really good. I don't remember who the composer is for it, but
I'll have to
It's
check
good.
it out.
Seriously. That one, Labyrinth, Willow,
Oh,
Very
Willow.
good.
I know that one. That was-
Return to Oz, so dark.
That was freaky. I think the fact of the CGI being so bad made it even scarier. Something
Yeah.
about how cheesy it looked.
hmm
I don't know.
I loved Willow. It was so good.
I liked like the first half of the movie, and then it got
Very
really weird, and
nostalgic.
creepy.
David Bowie.
I love like the whole setup of Willow, like the world and everything.
hmm Very cool. Lesson plans to the end.
Very productive.
Call a pig that practices karate. Oh, hi, Josh. He
Josh
made
made
it.
Yay!
Yay, Josh. All the guys are here except Steve.
Oh,
Poor Steve. What do you call a pig that practices karate? Josh.
a good one. I don't know where Josh finds his, because when I was looking around before, I just kept finding the same old ones over and over again.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Josh makes them up. He's that good.
I would not be surprised.
Oh yeah.
That's how it is here too. And be like, oh my gosh, we got that. Lucy, it's been here for like ever.
It was so exciting when Chick-fil-A came in here in Onalaska.
Oh my gosh.
Although like the first 2 weeks solid, it was like lines down the road for like a mile almost.
We're supposed to be getting one here in Mankato the year that we're anticipating moving.
Oh no.
I'm so mad, Micah.
That's sad.
It's a conspiracy against
Yeah, we
Lucy.
need Steve. We're missing the third Musketeer.
Well, there are 4 of you now because Ben.
Well, I haven't seen it in so long now, but I believe it was the 3 Musketeers, and then it was D'Artagnan that kind of became their friend. He was like the younger guy,
And that's Ben.
and so he
Even
would
though I
be,
think
he would
Josh is
be
the youngest of the 4 of you.
probably. I guess I
Steve is the oldest of the 4 of you. And then
have
it
no
goes
idea.
to Ben,
Actually.
because Ben's a couple years older than you, Micah.
Okay.
And then you, and then Josh is the youngest. And Josh is the only dad. That's crazy to me.
Josh is the baby, and he's the dad.
Yep. And Cece says, sorry, I kept editing through the last break in sprints. That's understandable.
We'll forgive it.
We forgive you. We're just glad you're still here.
Yes.
And that you didn't ditch us for mom again. Just kidding. Your family comes first. That is my motto. Like, anytime someone tells me that they are going to be, like, they choose to spend time with their family over me, I'm never offended by that, because your family comes first. Even if we had plans first. Like, if Steve and I had plans first and he had to go help his mom with something, I would not be offended by that, because his family should. No, that's family. I don't know. I'm rambling, but sleep is for the weak, Reese. Okay, we'll see next time you fall asleep on camera. Were you here for those sprints?
Find out how many of us are weak.
Micah, were you watching the night that Reese fell asleep on camera?
That doesn't sound familiar. Oh, that actually happened.
When was that, Reese? Was that you, me, Cece, and Christy, or who was all there? I'm trying to remember. That was so cute. Thank goodness she was muted, because she said she thinks she was snoring.
I was going to ask, is that how everyone found out? He's not going to tell us.
Okay. Is that for the video? Josh, I'm so excited.
It better be, otherwise why
Secrets
else
don't
would he
make
not
friends.
tell us? Yeah.
Secrets don't make friends. Even though Micah has a secret project as well.
But that's different.
It is. I understand. So far, I'm liking it very much, especially chapters from Bastion's perspective. It definitely has some plot twists I wasn't expecting.
That's what I remember too, was that Bastion, he's the main guy character, and I remember really liking his viewpoint in the story.
Mm.
Well, you obviously remember who he was.
He was better than Mirth. Although I think I related to Mirth more because of the loss of her parents.
Mm-hmm. I liked both of them. From what I remember, I liked the relationship between them. Because when I started reading it, I was kind of expecting a lot more like drama and almost like a third act breakup kind of set up, and that was my expectation for book novels.
Thank the Lord there wasn't one of those.
But I really liked, how their relationship played out from what I remember.
Yeah. They
didn't fly off the handle when the other one made a mistake, like that kind of deal.
The forgiving and the yeah.
There's some loyalty there. Willow, okay.
Cheryl, you would love Willow. You would love Willow, Cheryl.
All the way up until the final battle scene, then it's just creepy.
Stop. It's fine. He's being a drama queen, Cheryl.
No,
Ignore him. It's good.
Like gross freaky.
He's being dramatic. It's good. It's fine.
Yeah. Now this one. This was a childhood favorite as well of mine. I never remember getting scared, but it did have a very tense feel to it.
I haven't seen it.
Dark. It's a cartoon, and it's about rats, and they get.
I'm terrified of rodents, Micah.
So you probably would hate it.
However, I did like the rescuers and that mice.
Yeah.
And the great mouse detective. Yeah. I might be okay with it.
The Secret of Nim I remember really liking it.
Cute.
I didn't realize it was a book.
I have to read the book.
I'm not surprised. I don't know that game, but
I don't know either of them.
I didn't really get to video game until I was in my teens, so I missed out on a lot of those. Although I did have a very old Nintendo for a while, but that was about it.
Oh no, here goes Ben with the dad joke. Did you all know that Jackie Chan still doesn't get sick at his age?
Kung Flu. That's good.
Oh, Benny. Also, why did we need the extra also in there, Josh?
Also. So the only Zelda that I've ever played was on that old Nintendo, and it was like the original pixelated Zelda, but I remember that being my favorite game back then. But I don't remember anything about the music. But back then it probably didn't have that score that you're talking about, so look it up. Father of four. How old is Josh exactly?
Will you share with us, Josh? Young wise one.
What was it? Katri is like 25 or 24? I thought I remember her saying once.
Josh, you're getting like a headache. Moving on.
No comments, right? Finished the Wizard of Oz. Good job, Kelly. She finished the Wizard of Oz. Changing topics.
I'm so dead. Weak. Never gonna live that down. It was you, CC Christie, for New Year's. Oh yeah, it was the New Year's Eve sprints.
Well, that would make sense if you were going super late.
That was so cute, though. Good night, Reese.
Good night.
Love you, girl. I have no idea what any of that is. I'm so lost. Do you know what he's talking about, Micah?
No. Can't figure that one out.
Everyone's saying goodnight to Reese. Good night, y'all. Love you. Love you too, sweetheart. Hope you sleep well.
Yes, sleep well. Can be true.
It's very fair point. What am I doing here?
Okay.
What, that secrets keep friends, but they don't make them? Oh, yeah. She just said that.
Okay.
She could be talking about the Silent Realms guardians from Skyward Sword. That's Greek to me. I have no idea what you're talking about, Josh. Or Ben. That's Ben talking right now. But apparently Ben and Josh have their own language tonight.
Yeah, talking about some series I do not know.
For video games?
Yeah. Maybe. Well, they're talking about. Yeah, I guess it is video games, I think, still. Yeah, if it's on Switch, that's.
More stress when the Guardian music starts playing.
Guardians.
Apparently, Cece knows too. They're having their sub conversation here. Doesn't involve us, Micah. American Tail. Oh, an American Tail.
American's Tale.
It's an American Tail, I think. The one about the mouse. Little Jewish mouse.
Fievel?
Fievel, yeah.
Fievel. I remember Fievel Goes West.
Yes, that's a sequel.
Okay, that's the one I always watched. With the lazy eye.
Cute.
That was good.
So cute.
It was good. The cat that was afraid of spiders. It was good.
So cute. We have the first one. I don't think we have Fievel Goes West on DVD.
Okay.
I think there's a Blu-ray combo pack on Amazon that's in Steve's wish list.
Cool.
Yeah, we love that movie. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna kind of blur over these.
So they're talking about the Zelda games.
Okay.
Which you and I would not be able to relate to.
Steve would.
Steve needs to be here.
I'm not a huge gamer. I know Mario.
Oh, basically only 2 tracks. And I don't. Did the original pixelated version have that music that it does now? I don't know, but I don't remember it. Josh is only 25. Wow. He's
That's
just
8 years older than you, hon? That's 8 years older than you, right?
Yes. No, younger than me.
Younger than you, yeah. And then Ben is 5 years older than you, I believe. He's 38, I think he said last time. And Steve, 44. So. Josh, you are just a baby, literally.
Yeah.
And way to rob the cradle, K-Tree. You and I both did. Steve's 2.5 years younger than me.
So Steve or Josh, if they've already got 4 kids, I wonder how long they've been married. How young he would have been when.
They just celebrated their 5-year, I believe.
Okay. That's about as young as my parents were.
Yep.
2021. Cool.
Sorry, I'm not trying to skip over it. It's just
we have no idea what they're talking about.
I have no idea what you're Good cover, Ben. Ben says I don't do covers, I do karaoke. Ben, it's too bad we don't live closer because I do karaoke too. I love karaoke. It'd be fun to have another Christian buddy to do that with. I mean, Tom
Karaoke
Linder
sounds
also.
a lot scarier than covers.
You've never tried it, you can't say that. And you lead worship, so like you're still on a stage in front of people. It's equally scary, I would say, as leading.
But worship is worship and karaoke is performance.
I know, but most people in the bar are so drunk they can't even really tell if you're on key or not. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
It really comes down to me and Steve and Tom and Linda. Well, Steve doesn't sing, so he doesn't get up there. But me, Tom, and Linda just kind of like singing to each other. That's really it.
Still sounds fun, though.
It is fun.
The Zelda thing.
We'll have to see if there's a semi-decent karaoke bar in the La Crosse area. And I'll ambush you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Me at my like barely 5 feet
Probably not possible.
Yeah, probably not. I know I have a pretty mean high kick. I shouldn't say that. You're going to feel even less safe hanging out with me. I'm just kidding. I'm not a violent person. You obviously aren't that scared. You still keep coming around, so unless that's just
I've only been whacked once.
Yeah, that was the first time. Was it the first or the second time?
Second. Well, it was the first time we went book shopping.
And it wasn't even that hard. You little drama queen. I don't remember the context of it.
You hit it right out of my. You hit the memory right out of my head of what I was saying.
I feel like it was something along the lines of like, Micah, I own this book, or do you see this book? I have it, or something like that. Because there's a running joke.
You kept asking me the same question. Something about ask me if I have this book. Ask me if I've read it. It might have been that because you asked me that a lot.
Yeah,
I made a snarky comment.
I think you said something like, "Stop asking me that," or something like that, or "shocker," or something, and then I smacked you.
Yeah.
We have a very teasing friendship. For anyone that didn't know, our friendship is very
rocky
joking relationship.
Yeah.
He's like a little brother I never had.
Don't speak Greek, they speak Hylian. Hylian?
Thank you for the clarification, Ben.
With unspeakable hatred.
Cheryl, I love you so much.
That is a very intense emotion.
Did you know that the dog in
Jimmy Stewart's final rope?
Oh. I did not.
The sheriff dog, I'm assuming, that was teaching the lazy eye. Remember that part?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you didn't see the second
I haven't
one.
seen Five Goes West, I don't think. I've only seen the first one. I need to.
Yeah, it was good.
She's saying it's Greek to her too. Well,
The only
Lucy, now you know how. What?
The only gaming I really do these days is I have a platform called Steam, which is like an online PC version, and my brothers and I play a Star Wars Battlefront game on that, and that's about it.
That's adorable. I love that. Now you know how students feel when y'all bring up cosmetics during these streams.
That is a very good point. Although I don't know what to say because I was not getting either one. Just on the outs for everything, but oh well. Mario. I remember liking Mario when I had it.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yes.
are babies.
Okay, well, then you didn't rob the cradle as much as I did, but you still robbed the cradle, girl. Oh, congratulations.
Wow, he was 19. That's younger than my parents were. Okay.
That is young, girl.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. We're such cradle robbers here in Christian BookTube.
My mom was older than my dad too, so
Really?
seems to be the trend. Yeah.
Cool. Like it. Need to plan a meetup. Yes, I agree, Jamie. That'll be fun. I think Christy and maybe Book Lover Amanda, maybe they were trying to plan something before COVID or right after COVID or something, and it just fell through. But yeah, a lot of people are out east. Like the majority of Christian BookTube, I feel, is on the East Coast because we've got Anne over in Virginia, I believe. Taylor is in one of the Carolinas. Christy's in one of the Carolinas. Glover Amanda's in Kentucky, or in Tennessee. Cece's in Georgia. Reese is out east too. Ben is down in Florida. Like everyone's out east. I feel like aside from you, me, and Cheryl, there are like, and Jamie.
Josh and Katie aren't. They're out in Colorado.
They're in Colorado, but they're moving out east.
Oh,
They're going to be moving back to like the Carolina area.
Her family's from.
Huh?
Her family's from that area, right?
Yeah.
The Appalachian area. It's a beautiful spot.
Did you know it's pronounced Appalachian?
Depends on where you're from.
Amanda corrected me. We should, though. We really should try to figure something out. It would be fun. Well, people are going to have to travel regardless of where we decide to meet because there really isn't a middle mark where everyone has to travel equally. I don't think that's possible. I think the majority of people are out east, so it should be out east. Because that would require the least number of people to travel. And we could just create a GoFundMe for the rest of us for our travel fairs.
Yep.
We hardly know friends with anyone our own age, though, because most of them do not have kids or are idiots.
Oh.
Harsh, girl.
Wow.
That is harsh. It has a gorgeous library. Ooh.
Interesting.
How safe is Kansas City, Jamie? Cheryl hates to travel, y'all. So we got to make this as easy on her as we can. She doesn't fly. She hates traveling. Do you like road trips, Cheryl? I can't remember if we had that conversation or not. Kansas, here we come. What is there to see in Kansas?
Kansas. We've been through the tip of Kansas. It was so flat and boring. So I vote somewhere else.
Lots of cornfields. Micah, did you say I vote somewhere else?
Yes.
Oh,
Either
God.
mountains or coast.
Beach or mountains, yes. I think y'all should come to us because we're right in the middle of y'all. Like it's equal distance from Cheryl to us as it is from the East Coast to us, I think.
Yep.
That's just me being greedy and selfish and not wanting to travel.
Okay. Interesting. I always liked Jimmy Stewart, so
Yeah, he was so good.
I'll have to. Why has Steam? Oh, Steam has a lot of fun games. I also like. I haven't played it in a while, but it's called Civilization. It's a historical game. That one's a lot of fun.
Cheryl's hubby does.
Yeah, the one I play on Steam, it's called Star Wars Battlefront. There is a lot of Star Wars games, so I don't know which one he would have, but Battlefront is a really fun multiplayer. It's basically we usually play as the clones fighting the droids because that's the funnest. Isn't that interesting, Lucy?
Hmm?
You look so interested in what I was saying.
Sorry, I don't. I'm really bad at faking
It's
it,
okay.
but I'm not interested in video games at all. Sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I still love you.
Oh, I have the OG Battlefront for the Xbox. Still, we have an Xbox One. But the version on Steam is a very updated version. It's really good graphics and a lot more class types that you can be with different weaponry and different maps, and it's way better. So if you got Steam, check it out. Yes. Yeah, it does. So I don't know. His mind is older. Are you sure?
All right, well, there are a million more comments, and if we want to sprint again before we have to log off, we should probably sprint now because I need to be off before 10 because I have to pick up Steve from work at 10 tonight, y'all. And normally I would sprint through it, but he has requested that tonight we have some.
Yeah, I'd like to. I got some stuff to do tonight yet too, so it'd be nice to be done about 9:30.
Okay, so should we sprint?
Sure.
Should we just chat for another like half hour? What do you want to do?
Well, I kind of finished the parts that I wanted to tonight, so I'm good with chatting.
Okay, we'll just keep going through comments.
We got plenty of comments to go through, so.
Yes. No point waiting.
Wow. My grandma was also about 5 years older than my grandpa. Now that I think of it. On my dad's side. I'm not sure about my mom's side. Well, it's definitely the trend, huh? At least of that generation.
Wow, Cece. Your
Josh,
parents are so young, girl.
The gap between my mom and dad was pretty small. I think it was only no more than a year.
Wyatt's best buddy's wife has a speech. She is 10 years older. Wow.
Oh, 10 years.
Well, and the older you get, the less age matters, I feel.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that kind of thing always depends on like the people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just seem older.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know the singer Shane Barnard from the group Shane and Shane. They're Christian artists.
Heard of it.
He married Bethany Dillon, who was another artist, and the gap between them is about 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's older?
She's the younger.
Oh, she's younger. Okay.
Yeah.
Also love the cross on your wall.
Yeah.
I've
had this a long time.
That's very cool.
It's metal, so it's heavy. But yeah, I love it. It is a Celtic cross, yes. You can kind of see it there, but it's got like the interlacing design, Celtic design on it.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Progressive dinner, a different corner of the U.S. for each of the 4 seasons. That sounds very fun, but also very expensive. What'd you say?
Said the season of the travel would make a big difference. I mean, we could have them all come up here in the middle of January, and that would be an experience that most of them
they should experience the sub-degree temperatures. I wonder how many of them would be able to handle it.
Yeah. When my brother was down in Florida not too long ago, and they were in an outdoor hot tub, and I think it was like at least 60s degrees down there. And the locals were telling them they could tell they were from the north because they were willing to go out in an outdoor hot tub in that weather.
60 degrees?
To Gabe, my brother, and his wife, it was like, this is warm.
Yeah.
So
people outside of the Midwest do not know cold. Like, you just don't.
No.
Unless you're from Alaska, then you do. But
yeah. Alaskans would probably say that we don't know cold.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good trend. Cradle robbers. Mormon capital of the world.
There's some neat state parks down there.
There are, and especially if we go through South Dakota. Is that where Mount Rushmore is?
Yes, Black Hills
Badlands and Great Wall.
Badlands, yes.
Yeah, or Wall Drug. I mean, it's so beautiful.
Wall Drug, yep. Mm-hmm. I assume you've been there then?
Yes, we for marching band, one of our tour destinations was Salt Lake City, and we stopped at Mount Rushmore and we actually performed a concert on Mount Rushmore. Like, I turned behind me and one of the president's noses was like right here. It was an incredible experience. It's beautiful there though. Yeah. And then we did the Black Hills and Wall Drug. We stopped at both of those on our way.
Did you watch the National Treasure movies?
I've seen the first one, but that was like way when Steve and I first got married. So it's been a hot minute.
The second one has Mount Rushmore in it. So they're there, obviously. But then one of the film locations was Sylvan Lake, which is also in the Black Hills, that our family would go to a lot. And there's a scene where part of the clue is he has to reach his hand into this hole in the rock to work a lever for a trapdoor. And we found the spot that they filmed it, and you can actually like stick your hand inside it, and it's kind of a cool.
Were you brave enough?
Yeah, the hole is not nearly as big as they make it look on the film. Like, it looks like he reaches way in, but you can only maybe get in this far.
Okay.
But of course we had to take pictures reaching in.
Cool.
It was fun. Cool. Yeah.
That's cool.
So if anyone ever goes out to the Black Hills and you go to Sylvan Lake, film location for that movie. Gatlinburg. I assume Gatlinburg is back in business after it was burned down a couple years back.
What is that? Sorry.
That is in the Smokies, the Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg. It's a very touristy town. We went through there a couple times as well, and has a lot of like really neat little shops and like walking streets. But it's probably at least 10 years ago now. Forest fire kind of demolished it.
Okay.
But I bet it's getting back to
Restored
by now, maybe.
It is still beautiful, though. I do remember it being very beautiful in Salt Lake City. I love you. Which corner? I feel that like somewhere north where it'll be a little cooler. Y'all don't want to come to Minnesota for summer. It's awful. The humidity.
Any farther south is probably going to be worse.
Yeah. I love traveling. Okay, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. Knew you hate flying. I remember that much, but I don't remember if we talked about you like traveling. You just hate flying.
I'll have to try flying sometime.
You haven't flown?
No.
In an airplane ever?
Nope, just as a baby. So obviously I don't remember.
My God.
My brother and his wife, when they went down to Florida, they ended up driving back because they did not like it.
Oh. It's hit or miss for people. I love it.
Okay.
I love it. I have to wear those like things on my wrists or whatever and take a Dramamine or I do get sick. Okay. I have really bad motion sickness, just period. In the car even too. I have to sit up front or I get really bad car sick.
One of the issues I think was as they were landing with the pressure and whatnot, and her ears wouldn't pop, and it was just painful. So
okay. Yeah, some people can't handle it. They're a little more sensitive. Steve's ears were popping the first time you took us up Granddad Bluff. His ears were popping.
That'll do it.
Yep. Yeah. And then even worse when we were coming down, they were popping quite a bit. So
chew gum on the way up and down.
Yep. But he said it was worth it. Such a beautiful view.
It is.
Ben says, Lucy, none of us can fly. Okay, thank you. Not what I meant, dude. Oh, Benny, what are we going to do with you? To find mature people our age and also with a similar family situation. Yeah, that's how Steve and I feel too. We feel like it's really hard to find married couples our age who don't have children. And that's one of our biggest struggles with, connecting at our church is we feel we have nothing in common with them. And they're always like talking about their kids and talking about this and that. And we're like, just can't relate to it, and it's just hard to connect to people when you don't have those similarities. I know we're all like unified in Christ and that should be like the most important thing, but it is nice when there are other things.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. That's definitely plays a big factor into it.
Yep. So, So I feel you, Josh and Katrie.
Yeah.
Poor Jamie.
All the Californians. I thought they were all going to Colorado. Going to Kansas too. I bet.
Poor Cheryl.
I bet.
Which way, Jamie?
I think she said down below.
Oh my gosh, Ben.
They do.
Yeah, he fits right in well with Josh here. Yes, you do. Oh, you're coming to Wisconsin? What part and when? I definitely don't want to miss an opportunity to meet you, Jamie. We need to know. That would be fun. KJ. Yes, you've made that very abundantly clear, Ben. Thank you for reminding me. We could be sprinting right now. Oh my God. Oh, I'm dead.
There we go. Sounds like
Yay.
it's becoming the consensus.
Everyone's coming to the Midwest.
Have a good night, Jamie.
Good night, Jamie.
Thanks for
God
coming.
bless you. Love you.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Everyone's saying good night. Sorry, I'm going to skip over all of the good nights. Cross got from my parents I like, but I wouldn't mind having that kind of cross in the home. Yeah, it is very cool cross, Micah.
Yeah, I've always liked the Celtic cross with the circle in the middle.
Yeah, it's very cool.
My favorite.
I'm so confused. What are you talking about? Micah, help me understand. My squirrel brain is not keeping up with the comments tonight. There's so many different conversations happening.
I'm not sure which age difference that would have been.
Come visit me in July. Go to New Orleans in the middle of the summer.
Well,
the only reason I would ever go back to New Orleans is the food. The food is what made it all worth it. It's so good there. Oh my gosh. The beignet, the gumbo, the jambalaya. It's so good.
Sounds good.
So good.
Sounds pretty decent.
It's so good. And my friends, my college friends and I were like road tripping down to Pensacola, Florida for a missions trip. And we stopped in New Orleans because one of my roommate was from New Orleans. And so we stayed with host families in New Orleans. And my host family cooked jambalaya from scratch for all of us. Cool. And it was so good.
Authentic jambalaya.
Authentic. That's the best way to put it. Yes, it was so good. Forgot to cut this off.
Cold, so no. Okay. If you don't do cold, don't come up here before April.
Yep. Or after September.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mount Rushmore is a little touristy, but it is still.
We would go through there almost every summer for our vacation, and the first couple times we would go into Mount Rushmore, but eventually it was like real, and it was expensive to actually get in there. So, and you can see it from so many different points in the Black Hills that,
it's not worth the price to actually go.
We just drive past it and look up at it, and
it is still very cool, though.
Grand Canyon, that's one I'd like to see.
Yeah, me too.
There's a canyon, I think it's in Colorado. It's called the Black Canyon of the Gunnison. And that one, it's not as wide, but it's like sheer drop. And there's a river at the bottom that looks like a creek. It's so far down. That one, and you can walk like right up. There's a little fence. You can walk like right up, and it's literally straight down. It's not this gradual canyon.
Ooh.
And as soon as you walk up to it, the wind like comes up and hits you. And if you have any fear of heights, like I do, your joints will lock up immediately. But it's a really cool experience. And it's weird because it's a part of the state where it's mostly like flat and open. And then there's just this random massive canyon. But it was a really cool one to see.
Pikes Peak in Colorado is another one that
I've heard that. I went to Garden of the God.
Render you speechless. I've been rendered speechless 3 times in my life. Pearl Harbor, the 9/11 Memorial in New York, and Pikes Peak. These are the 3 times. And we all know I am a woman.
You kind of cut out there. What about Pearl Harbor?
Oh, I said I've been rendered speechless 3 times in my entire life. Pearl Harbor was the first time. The 9/11 Memorial in New York was the second. And
oh, okay.
And
I don't know why my mind went there, but I'm like, you weren't born yet.
I'm not that old. No,
going to the event.
No, I meant going to see the actual.
Okay.
Mike,
yes, makes sense.
I'm not that old.
I knew you weren't. I was genuinely like trying to figure this out. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Yes, so that's where we stuck our hand in the rock from the movie, and in the movie it makes it look like this lake is on top of Mount Rushmore, which there isn't a lake up there. But we discovered through our detective means that it was a lake that we had been to before, and we scouted it out and found the rock, and it was awesome. That is a really good couple of movies, though. You should watch them if you haven't.
Yeah,
they really could have done the third one.
Mike, there's so many comments.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. The Grand Canyon a couple of times. I'm jealous.
Cool. Pigeon Forge.
I don't.
The Smoky Mountains are beautiful. There's a lot of waterfalls and so cool.
It doesn't sound intriguing, Josh.
I miss going out west. It's been at least 6 or 7 years, but I loved it out there. It does get a little hot, but you just smell the sagebrush in the air, and the mountains are so grand. It's an experience. Whitewater rafting would be fun, kind of.
I feel just
You almost cried.
Yeah.
Yikes. I heard something about a rise in airplane complications.
Yeah.
I just had to watch it as my brother was heading out on. I'm just gonna to get the news.
We're breaking up, Micah.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
You were
Could
really like in and out there for a minute. I think I was like, it's either I thought it was my Wi-Fi for a minute. I hate Colorado. I don't want anyone coming here. Wait till we're back east, then come see my Appalachian Mountains, or Appalachian, however it's pronounced. Jamie Gordy, you are like the travel queen, aren't you? You and M from M's Books Are Everywhere. I feel like between the two of them, they've been everywhere. Where has M been? I haven't seen her in sprints in a while, y'all.
Yeah, I could see it. Am I still breaking up, or is that you?
No, you're
'Cause you
not.
got
I was
happy.
just rolling my eyes and sighing at Josh. That's a short joke? Is that a short joke, or are you saying I'm high maintenance? I only take one carry-on with me. Be nice, Micah.
You saw that, huh?
Yes, I did. Personally can't fly all the way to the Midwest because my arms will get... Shush.
Yeah. That's a little much to ask.
Grab your broomstick.
Need to make wings. Was it the story of Icarus, or story about making wings?
Everyone grab your broomsticks.
There we go.
Down here to the hottest of the hot south, where humidity is 100% and temp is the same. I was being funny. I know, I don't want to come there for July. I can hardly handle the humidity here in the Midwest. Yeah, that's fair. Drive overnight to be in Atlanta by morning, so I'm going to hop off soon. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kelly. Thanks for being here.
Yes.
I'm loving your channel, by the way, girl. It's so fun. Safe travels. Yeah. God bless your evening, girl. Yay, Ben's coming, Wisconsin.
What? Wisconsin it is. Forward is our
okay.
motto.
Is that a song?
Probably. Because the motto is forward for Wisconsin, so it sounds like it has to do with that.
Gotcha.
Oh, her husband is 8 years older.
Gotcha. Oh, he is. Okay. Mardi Gras. It was so good, but I've never had it before, so I have no idea if it tasted normal or You'll have to make it for me sometime, Cheryl, and I'll tell you. I'll be bluntly honest, too.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever tried jambalaya either, but I'm sure
jambalaya?
I like it.
Jambalaya?
Yeah. Yes.
You would love it. It's like shrimp and sausage and...
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Chicken
never had
it. Oh, it's so good. Pasta, I think, is in there. It's either pasta or rice. I think it depends on where you're having it.
Is it spicy?
Yeah. Altered your brain chemistry. Heard somebody call Starbucks Pike's Place coffee roast a Pike's Peak coffee.
Too many times.
Good.
Yeah. They set it up like they left us hanging right at the end of the second movie with the president's secret book.
So there is a cliffhanger?
Yeah. The president
hate the ending, Micah?
It's not like that kind of a cliffhanger. It just is like the kind that sets it up like, oh, there's going to be another adventure to follow. But this one was summed up adequately. So the president asked the main character to look up a page in the secret book during the course of the movie. And at the end, after they found the treasure for that movie, the president asks him, did you have a look at that page? And Ben Gates said, yes, it's life-altering, sir. And they left it at that. Like it was going to be another adventure.
Okay. Well, we have both of them, so it's not unlikely that we could watch them.
Should. You got to catch up on some of these movies and shows that are...
I will when you do. Buddy?
I like to watch good ones.
Oh, stop.
Seriously, all creatures great and small. You guys, you're animal people, so you would love that show. When I was told about it, that it was, following a veterinarian guy, and just looking at the cover, like the DVD cover, I was thinking it looked like the most boring show that I could ever watch. And it literally is my favorite right now, currently. Favorite show, like ongoing show right now. Because it's really good. The character arcs are really well done.
You've piqued my interest for sure.
Really, and it's, based on a true story, so it's even better.
Harry Potter reference.
Is it?
That's the name of the high-tech broom that Harry gets as a gift from one of his professors at Hogwarts.
Okay. $5.9.
Pause, y'all. Micah, do you want to read a poem? Because they're scratching to come in.
I can
Do you have one at the ready? Do you have one at the ready?
I'll do. Okay. Let us see. I can just start looking at comments here as well. I can't switch them, but I can read them out. Okay, we're talking about height. 5'9" is not bad. Trying to envision what that would be like. Not bad. Okay. I was just reading over the the height comments.
Oh.
So we can kind of go through those fairly quick. 5'9" is not even short. No, it's not short. No.
We bypassed Josh's short joke, by the way. Short and high maintenance. It's okay. 5'9" guy over here, short king. Harry Potter joke feels wrong after mentioning that serious news story that literally broke 10 miles away from me. Sorry to hear that, Ben. I'm glad you're safe. 5'9" is not even short. It really isn't. You're taller than Steve. And I consider Steve fairly tall because I guess anyone's
Steve,
tall.
yes. What is Steve? He's
5'7".
Okay. Yeah, he did not feel short to me.
One's short next to me.
I wasn't going to say it. But when you got both Steve and Lucy there, Steve does seem kind of tall.
Micah's here, and then there's a gradual dip to Steve, and then it's Lucy.
Pretty much.
I'm fun-sized.
I know height can be a big deal to guys, but growing up, I actually always wanted to be short. I thought it would be funny.
Definitely didn't happen, buddy.
It did not happen. No.
I don't like being average at anything.
Good point. That is a true statement.
That's a very fair point.
Yes.
Micah, when you come on, I don't need to make questions or plan any activities because there's enough conversation.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably true.
Mm-hmm. So Steve is considered short for a dude, I would think.
Yeah, I'm just about 6'2", and my grandpa on my mom's side was like a head taller than me.
Wow.
So I always kind of grew up still feeling kind of short. But then I would, go out and friend groups, and they'd always say I was really tall. Really? Okay. Gumbo.
Oh, gumbo.
I bet.
Mm.
I still have a lot of kinds of food I'd like to try.
Mm-hmm. You need to do a foodie tour, Micah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that what's the one that I saw recently? So I was like, oh, I hope it is. There's a third movie and one that it's been a long time since the second one was released. It was probably fake, but I really hope it wasn't. I can't remember what it was. All Creatures Great and Small. Is
Yes.
Italy?
Yeah. Because it's just like the setup of it, you wouldn't think it is, because it's, a veterinarian in England right before World War II. And I don't know, it just didn't seem exciting, but it's good. Oh, sorry, I didn't read a poem. You weren't gone like more than a minute.
I don't need to be gone for you to read a poem, though, bud.
True. This is true.
That little hand lower, I will fight you, Micah.
Well, yeah. I would not fight Josh because he's been in the military.
What? I don't think I knew that. Gumbo, the name of Gumby's father.
Would not be surprised.
Near tall, you get the long legs that run fast and better leverage for wrestling and have more mass and hit harder. Gumbo is good food. Then there's me, Josh says. Ben says, I go by the Yoda principle. Size matters not. Judge me by my size, do you?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Judged on merit.
Yes. Fellow students are taller than you. Not a single one could beat you in any said fight because they're out of shape little boys. Narnia, they never made The Horse and His Boy. The rumored Netflix Narnia movie has been in production limbo for almost a decade now.
Has it been that long already? Wow.
Or The Silver Chair.
I wasn't sure how I felt about it anyway. That makes me feel good. Interesting. I do work out. Yeah.
Well, do you want to read a poem? You got one? You can read for us?
I'm
just requesting, as am I.
Okay.
Your bestie.
What kind of a mood poem would you like?
Me?
Yeah. Any specific kind of mood?
Nothing too depressing.
Okay. How about
Cheryl?
There you go. Too bad I don't have a workout poem, but this is called Home Indeed and it's by some guy named Douglas Mallock,
Some guy.
because I never heard of him outside of this poem. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Draw up a chair and light a light and find a book to read. The heavens are dark and wild the night, and home is home indeed. The louder seems the winter's ire, tonight the brighter seems the fire. For when the wintry storms begin, the more comfort here within. The wind is at the window pane, the wind is at the door. It shakes the house and shakes in vain, for loud the chimneys roar. And higher leaps the crimson blaze in winter than in summer days. The more the weather is unkind, a greater joy within we find. The fields in springtime call us forth, their rosy paths to roam. But when the wind is in the north, we pluck the rose at home. Perhaps God sends the wintry hours to show that there are other flowers. For when a roof and a fire you need, then a home is home indeed. That's some guy. That's what I meant by some guy. He's some guy.
It's a beautiful poem. You need to do more poetry on your channel, Micah.
Yeah, I keep remembering to do things when I'm at work, and then when I get home, I forget everything when I have the time to do them.
It would make my heart very happy if you did more poetry videos.
I will try.
I'm your bestie. You better.
Now, there's a Scottish poet, Robert Burns. He wrote the famous poem, My Love's Like a Red, Red Rose. I assume you've heard of that one.
I've heard of it, but I haven't heard it in a long
And that
time.
one was kind of written, like, spelled to be read with a Scottish accent. And the main guy in All Creatures Great and Small is Scottish, and he reads the poem at the end of one of the episodes, and he nails it.
Does he have a Scottish accent?
Does. And
The main character?
Yes.
Does?
Yeah, he's from Scotland.
Okay, now I'm definitely going to watch it.
It's
You told me. Anything with an accent.
They all have accents because it takes place in England, northern England, and he is Scottish, and he goes down into England to join up a veterinarian practice. And just the English accents, there's like 2 or 3 different kinds, and then he's got Scottish accent, and then there might even be an Irish one in there somewhere. It's an accent feast, that show.
Now you're winning me over, honey.
The animals wouldn't do it?
What?
The animals wouldn't do it?
Well, they would, but like the more animals involved in the show, the more likely there is that one's gonna die. And my heart.
Okay, I will say this. Sometimes there's death, yes, but this show, compared to so many others, always ends so well. Every episode. I was expecting, especially this kind of show, that there's going to be like tragedies, but this show always it hasn't ever had like a tragedy.
Okay.
It always sums it up very well, and you just feel good at the end of every episode.
Okay.
It's very good that way. Everyone's got to watch it. It's so
if there's
good.
animal death, I can't handle it. I can't. But that's one of the other reasons why I'm really hesitant to continue with Ilion. Because if something happens to one of those dragons or to Tyra,
I cannot speak for that because Ilion trends towards tragedy, so
I would probably never forgive Celestia or Reese for making me read a book that gets me emotionally connected to an animal that dies.
But I can assure you, with All Creatures Great and Small, it's very good that way.
Okay.
There's so many animals that are saved from dire circumstances.
Oh. Okay, I trust you. Work out.
Oh.
We gotta start with Cheryl again sometime too.
Definitely.
That was a good time.
Yes.
Ben.
No, like he is some guy. thank you. Thank you.
No, that wasn't Micah's poem. You missed the part where he's telling us the author, and then he referred to him as some guy. The things at work, then get home, sit and unwind a second,
Yes.
and break them.
And then I get back to work and in those familiar settings, and I remember it all again. And it's just this terrible cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We'll try to finish these and then.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment.
Oh, did I skip more poetry reading channels?
Yeah.
Squirrel. Ben, you should though. You should.
Definitely.
Oh, it's Em. I was just asking where you've been, girl. I haven't seen you forever, lady. How are things out in Cali?
It's very much so.
Very uplifting.
It is, yes. It's like every episode you just feel so good at the end. Just a feel good
She's talking about Ilion. I know she's talking about Ilion right here, Micah. I know she is.
I'm sure it has a good ending, but the journey to get there is very, very emotional, which isn't a bad thing either. Just depends on what you're in the mood for.
All right, Jamie. I'm probably gonna have Micah pray for us here very shortly, and then we're gonna call it a night because I'm gonna have to leave in a little bit to go get Steve. So,
because as soon as we get home, it's rest mode. This is relaxation space, and
you should set a timer on your phone or just set a reminder.
Yeah.
Or a specific time, time block it out. Be like poetry video.
Mm-hmm. I should. You were wise.
I can't really say anything though because I still haven't posted my March TBR. So I'm always behind when it comes to BookTube. So I really shouldn't be trying to give out advice on how to be productive when it comes to making videos because
it could still be good advice even if you don't follow it.
Your girl is like my mantra on my channel is better late than never.
Yes.
We all think the same way.
We do.
Well, it is lovely to see you, but unfortunately, I do think we are going to end the live sprints here. I'm going to have Micah pray for us, and thank you so much for coming on tonight, buddy. It's been forever.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good. Did you get some reading done? Was it semi-productive at least?
Oh yeah, it was. I'm glad we did 45 minutes because that 20-minute marker I felt like was right where the point was where I was starting to feel like I could get into it. So it's a good time.
Yeah, I've discovered that I am liking the 45-minute sprints more too. I feel like I get way more read.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to pray?
Yes.
Please. Thank you.
I'll do. Love to. Jesus, we just thank you for the time tonight to be together and to laugh together and discuss all these fun topics. And I just pray, Lord, your blessing over everyone who is here. We just ask, Lord, for more of your love to be poured out into our hearts. Help us, Lord, to be vessels for your glory. Help us, Lord, to be lights wherever we're at. Help us, Lord, to see others as you see them, to love them as you love them. We just thank you, Lord, so much for how you have saved us and just brought us into a family. And we're so grateful, Lord, to you for all you've done for us. Just pray your blessing, Lord, over everyone's sleep tonight and the work days tomorrow. Just help us, Lord, to honor you in all that we do, all that we think, and all that we say. And we love you, Jesus. In your name, amen.
Thank you. All right, everyone who's not subscribed to Micah at Authentic Story Making, I'll try to link him in the comments after I post the live stream. So Thank you for being here, buddy. Love you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Love
Bye,
you guys.
guys. Have a great
Have a good
night.
night.
Ending stream.